Hey guys, so first, welcome to my channel. I haven't posted on here in like 3 years, I think, but today I'm talking about the books I read. Wow, that didn't work. Talking about the books I read in January. Oh my gosh, okay. So if you know me, you know I've never liked reading. Like, I did in like kindergarten, but as I got older, I didn't like it. So in September, I picked up a book, Beach Read to be exact, and I was just like, wow, this is what reading is like. I didn't know that. Like in high school, I just thought reading was so boring and whatever. But I read that book and I was like, I'm reading more books. So then I read more Colleen Hoover books and whatever, and then I was like, yep, that's it. I'm reading. I love it. Okay. Anyway, I have this journal. It's a book journal. I wrote book journal, yeah. And it just has like my thoughts on these books that I've read. So let's get into it. The first book I read is going to be a little controversial. Okay, I read Normal People by Sally Rooney, and I just did not like it. Like, I understand people like love this book. I don't know if you either love it or hate it, but I give it a 2.5 stars. So there's no quotation marks in this book at all. Like, I don't understand that. I guess that's her thing, because I have another book by her and I was like really excited to read it, but after I read this one, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it because I just don't understand the no quotation mark thing. But anyways, I didn't really like the characters either. I don't know. It wasn't really plot based. I guess it was more character, like, what is it called? Not plot based, but character based. Like, I don't know. There's no real plot. At least I don't think there is. I don't know. Yeah, that's that. And then it started getting good, okay? I started reading this series, the Off-Campus series. I read these 3 books this month. This series is about hockey players. So, like, there's 4 books, 4 hockey players. They all live together in this house, and it's, like, about them and then their love interests. Okay, my dog is joining us. The first book I read, obviously, is the first one in the series, but The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This book is so good. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, okay? I don't like the covers of these. I don't know. They don't do it for me, but the words inside are very good. I love both characters so much by themselves and together. Their names are Garrett and Hannah. He's so sweet to her. Oh my gosh, like, he's just so sweet to her. It's so cute, okay? And I also wrote down Garrett's dad is the worst. Okay, he is. And read it and you'll find out why. So, but yeah, so good. Oh, another thing I like about this series is that the third book is about Hannah's roommate and one of Garrett's roommates. So that's very exciting to me. I mean, I read it already. I just finished it, honestly, just finished it the other day. But the next book is The Mistake by Elle Kennedy, second book in the series. This one is about Logan and Grace. Okay, and they are so cute as well. All right, I gave this one a 4.5 stars. Love Grace and Logan. I said Logan's dad made me so sad. These people's dads are like, ugh. Yeah, Garrett's dad made me so mad, but Logan's made me kind of sad, okay? The whole mistake that happens in this book, like why it's called A Mistake. So basically Logan made this mistake, and you need to read it to find out because I'm not going to spoil it, but I thought it was kind of stupid, the mistake he made. Like, bro, just think things through before you say things, you know? But anyways, the way he wins her back is so cute, so cute. She made this list for him to win her back, and if he could complete the list, then he would win her back. And yeah, it was just cute and kind of cheesy, but I liked it. And then I got this bad boy in the mail, okay? I tabbed this one. Colleen Hoover, I love you. I love her so much. And this is her new book. Came out like January 18th, I think, and I got it the day after. because I pre-ordered it on Amazon and I read it. I stopped my series. I was like, nope, sorry series, love you, but I'm gonna read Colleen Hoover because it just came out. And yeah, so I read it in like a day and a half and it is so good. Okay, I give this a 5 out of 5. This book is about a young mom. Her name is Kenna, and basically she was in prison for 5 years. She just got out. She has a 4-year-old daughter. Okay, her name is Diem, like Carpe Diem. So basically she doesn't have any custody of her daughter because she was in jail when she was born. So the custody is to her dead boyfriend's parents. And you find out how he died in this book, and it's so sad, and why she went to prison and all this. But then she meets this guy when she goes back into town. She's trying to meet her daughter, okay? She's trying to like go find her because like why not? Why wouldn't you? You know? And she meets this guy at this bar who works there. His name's Ledger. And he instantly like sees her. He's like, oh my god, that's the most prettiest girl I've ever seen. And yeah, but then you get to see how that plays out. Okay, one of my notes that I wrote says, I'm on page 30 and it is already wild. And I'm not even kidding. Page 30 is wild, okay? This is page 29. I have 2 tabs for page 29 right here. Let's see. Boop. Yeah. So, by page 30, you're already like, wow. Or, okay, 29. Page 29. Really, it's 29. I was like, jeez, okay? And then, I don't know, it's just so good and so sad. The whole time I was reading it, I literally looked like this. Like, that was my face. It was just so sad. I wrote down a prediction of what I thought was going to happen. It was kind of right, but, like, there's a slight difference. So, there wasn't much. If you know Colleen Hoover, she, like, writes in a way where she makes these big twists. But I mean, there was kind of some twists, but not like drastic twists, like nothing that you didn't expect. I said this book is filled with so much emotion, so sad, had me feeling all the emotions, and it really did. Please go read this. It's so good. It's so good. I would read this again. I read it so fast, and these tabs are so good. All the blue ones are sad, and then there's way more sad than I did, but those ones just really stuck out to me. And the pink ones are more like lovey-dovey kinds, so love that. Then the last book I read was The Score, which is the 3rd book in the off-campus series, and I gave this one also a 4.5 out of 5. So this one is about Dean and Allie, and Allie is Hannah's roommate, okay? And Dean is my second favorite of all the guys so far. I started reading the other one, which is about Tucker, but Garrett's my favorite, and then Dean so far. I liked this one because I liked how he's like the biggest player of the group, like goes around with like all these girls, okay? And then Allie just recently broke up with her boyfriend, and so she like stayed the night at the boys' house because she didn't want her ex-boyfriend to come to her dorm. And so she stayed there, and Dean was the only one there, and then they had some drinks and some things happened. But yeah, so he's like a big player, so like that was obvious that was gonna happen, you know. But he is obsessed with her for some reason, and he doesn't understand why. He's like, what is happening to me? But I like how he fell so hard for her, and then she was just like, no, we're not doing anything. That was a one-time thing. We're not doing anything anymore. They started like a little fling, and they kept it a secret for so long from all of their friends and roommates because Allie didn't want to tell Hannah because Hannah would have freaked out because it's Dean, and Dean didn't want to tell anyone in his house because Garrett specifically told him to not touch her. So, and then the ending of this, it's not really a spoiler because like that's literally on the back of the next book, but Tucker comes in and he's like, guys, I'm having a baby, and they all freak out. Okay, and that's where I am now. So overall, really good reading month, except for normal people. So if you like this book, I'm really sorry, but I just don't like it, okay? Obviously, this is my first ever book video, so I don't know if I did good, but I want to keep getting better at this because this is something I'm actually passionate about. And I just want to share the books I read with people, and I love watching these videos, so I wanted to start making them. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe, and I will be doing the same thing for February. I have some good books that I want to read, so yeah.